Espionage is the secret gathering of information. It is a world shrouded in mystery and intrigue, where the line between friend and foe is often blurred. It is used by governments, organizations, and individuals, each with their own motives and objectives, seeking to gain an upper hand in a complex web of power dynamics. This information is often sensitive. It can be the key to unlocking secrets that could alter the course of events on a global scale. It can concern national security, military plans, or business secrets. The stakes are incredibly high, and the consequences of failure can be catastrophic. Espionage is a clandestine activity. Operatives must navigate a world of shadows where every move is calculated and every decision could be a matter of life or death. It operates in the shadows. The unseen and the unknown are the tools of the trade, and the ability to remain undetected is paramount. Its practitioners are masters of deception. They can blend into any environment, assume any identity, and manipulate situations to their advantage. Espionage plays a crucial role in international relations. It can be the difference between peace and conflict, understanding and misunderstanding. It can provide a strategic advantage. It can expose threats. It can also reveal opportunities that would otherwise remain hidden. It can influence political decisions. The information gathered can sway opinions, shape policies, and even determine the outcome of elections. The stakes are high in the world of espionage. Every piece of information, every covert operation, carries with it the potential for significant impact. Success can mean the difference between victory and defeat. It can lead to triumphs that are celebrated for generations. Failure can have dire consequences. It can result in loss of life, national security breaches, and devastating setbacks. Throughout history, spies have walked among us. They have been the unseen players in the grand theater of world events. They have assumed false identities. They have lived double lives, often at great personal risk. They have infiltrated enemy lines. They have gathered intelligence. Their actions have often been the turning points in conflicts and negotiations. Their actions have shaped the course of history. From ancient empires to modern states, espionage has been a critical element in the balance of power. From ancient times to the modern era, espionage has been an integral part of human conflict and intrigue. The methods have evolved, but the essence remains the same. The methods of espionage have evolved over time. New technologies have emerged. The digital age has revolutionized the way information is gathered and protected. The digital age has brought new challenges and opportunities. Cyber espionage has become a new frontier, with hackers and digital spies operating in the virtual realm. Yet the fundamental principles of espionage remain the same. The quest for information, the need for secrecy, and the art of deception are timeless. It is a game of secrets, deception, and betrayal, a world where trust is scarce and every action is shrouded in uncertainty. It is a world where truth is elusive. The lines between right and wrong are often blurred, and moral ambiguity is the norm, and trust is a dangerous commodity. In the shadowy world of espionage, nothing is ever as it seems. Human intelligence, or HUMINT, is the oldest form of espionage. It relies on human agents. These agents operate undercover. They gather information directly. HUMINT operations can involve a variety of techniques. These include surveillance, recruitment, and infiltration. Surveillance is the covert observation of a target. It can be conducted in person or remotely. Agents use various methods to track their targets. These can include physical observation, photography, and electronic monitoring. The goal is to gather information without being detected. Recruitment is the process of turning someone into an asset. It involves identifying individuals with access to valuable information. Agents then use persuasion, coercion, or blackmail to recruit them. Once recruited, these assets provide intelligence to their handlers. Infiltration involves placing an agent within a target organization. The agent then assumes a false identity. They work their way into a position of trust. This gives them access to sensitive information. Infiltration can be a dangerous mission. The agent risks exposure and capture. Surveillance is the bread and butter of espionage. It is the cornerstone upon which many intelligence operations are built. Without effective surveillance, gathering crucial information would be nearly impossible. It is the art of watching and listening, often without the target ever knowing they are being observed. This requires a combination of skill, technology, and sometimes a bit of luck. Spies use a variety of techniques to keep tabs on their targets. These methods can range from simple observation to complex electronic monitoring. each chosen based on the specific needs of the mission. These techniques can be low-tech or high-tech. Traditional tools like binoculars and notepads are still in use, but modern technology has introduced drones, advanced cameras, and sophisticated software into the mix. They all aim to gather information without arousing suspicion. The ultimate goal is to remain undetected while collecting as much valuable data as possible. Physical surveillance is the most basic form of surveillance. It involves the direct observation of a target, often requiring the agent to stay hidden or blend into the environment. It involves observing a target directly, whether from a distance using binoculars or up close in a crowded area. This method requires a keen eye and the ability to remain inconspicuous. Agents may follow a target on foot, by car, or by public transportation. Each mode of following has its own set of challenges and requires different strategies to avoid detection. They may use disguises to blend in. Changing appearances can be crucial in avoiding recognition and maintaining the element of surprise. The key is to remain inconspicuous. Blending into the surroundings and not drawing attention to oneself is essential for successful surveillance. Electronic surveillance uses technology to monitor targets. This can range from simple audio recording devices to complex computer systems that track digital footprints. This can include wiretapping, bugging, and tracking devices. Wiretapping intercepts phone conversations, allowing agents to listen in on private discussions. Bugging involves planting listening devices in a target's home or office. These devices can capture conversations and other sounds, providing valuable intelligence. Tracking devices can be placed on vehicles or personal belongings. These devices allow agents to monitor the movements of their targets in real time. Cyber surveillance uses computers and networks to gather information. This method has become increasingly important in the digital age, where much of our lives are conducted online. This can involve monitoring emails, social media, and internet activity. By tracking online behavior, agents can gather a wealth of information about their targets. Hackers can gain access to sensitive data. They can infiltrate secure databases and extract information that would otherwise be inaccessible. They can also use malware to spy on targets remotely. This software can provide continuous access to a target's computer or smartphone, capturing keystrokes, emails, and other data. The effectiveness of surveillance depends on several factors. These include the skill of the agent, the resources available, and the target's awareness of being watched. These include the skill of the agent, the resources available, and the target's awareness. A well-trained agent with access to advanced technology can be highly effective, but a vigilant target can still evade detection. Good surveillance is an art form. It requires a combination of technical knowledge, strategic thinking, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. It requires patience, attention to detail, and a knack for blending in. The best agents are those who can remain unnoticed while gathering the information they need. Section 4. Infiltration. Living a lie. Infiltration is one of the most daring and dangerous forms of espionage. It requires a unique blend of skills, including acting, quick thinking, and an unwavering commitment to the mission. The stakes are incredibly high, and the margin for error is razor thin. It involves assuming a false identity, often one that has been meticulously crafted over months or even years. The agent must become someone else entirely, adopting new habits, mannerisms, and even a different way of thinking. The agent then integrates themselves into a target organization. They live a lie, constantly aware that one slip-up could expose them. This requires not just skill, but also immense mental fortitude. Their goal is to gain access to secrets, whether they are corporate strategies, government plans, or other sensitive information. The information they gather can be pivotal, potentially altering the course of events on a global scale. The first step in infiltration is creating a believable cover identity. This involves not just a new name and background, but also a deep understanding of the role they are to play. This involves fabricating a new background for the agent. Every detail must be perfect, from the schools they supposedly attended to the jobs they have held. Any inconsistency can be a potential risk. They need a convincing history, documents, and references. These elements are crucial in building a persona that can withstand scrutiny from even the most skeptical observers. The cover identity must withstand scrutiny. This means passing background checks, security screenings, and even casual conversations with colleagues who might ask probing questions. Once the cover identity is established, the agent begins the infiltration process. This is where the real challenge begins, as they must navigate the complexities of their new environment without arousing suspicion. This may involve applying for a job within the target organization. The interview process itself can be a test of their cover story's strength, or it may involve cultivating relationships with people who have access to the desired information. Building trust is key, and this often means becoming a part of the social fabric of the organization. Living a lie is a constant challenge. The agent must always be on guard, aware of their surroundings, and ready to adapt to any situation that arises. The agent must maintain their cover story at all times. They must avoid suspicion, which means being able to lie convincingly and consistently. They must befriend their colleagues while secretly working against them. This duality can be incredibly stressful, as they must balance their true mission with the need to appear loyal and trustworthy. It is a psychologically demanding task. The constant pressure can take a toll on the agent's mental health, leading to stress, anxiety, and even paranoia. Infiltration can be a highly effective form of espionage. It provides direct access to sensitive information, allowing the agent to gather intelligence that would be impossible to obtain through other means. It provides direct access to sensitive information. This can include anything from classified documents to insider knowledge about future plans and strategies. However, it is also extremely risky. The agent must constantly be aware of the potential for discovery and the severe consequences that would follow. If the agent's cover is blown, the consequences can be severe. They may face interrogation, imprisonment, or worse. The stakes are incredibly high and the risks are ever present. Section 5. Technical intelligence wires, waves, and codes. Technical intelligence, or TechInt, involves the use of technology to gather information. This can include intercepting communications, analyzing imagery, and breaking codes. TechInt plays a vital role in modern espionage. Signals intelligence, or SIGINT, is a key component of TechInt. It involves intercepting electronic signals. This can include radio communications, radar signals, and satellite transmissions. SIGINT can provide valuable insights into an adversary's military capabilities, intentions, and movements. Imagery intelligence, or EMINT, uses various imaging technologies to gather information. This can include aerial photography, satellite imagery, and drone surveillance. IMINT can be used to monitor military installations, track troop movements, and assess damage from attacks. Cryptanalysis is the art of breaking codes and ciphers. It involves analyzing encrypted messages to uncover their meaning. Cryptanalysts use mathematical techniques and computational power to decipher secret communications. Their work can be crucial in wartime. TechInt is a constantly evolving field. As technology advances, so do the methods of espionage. New tools and techniques emerge. The cat-and-mouse game between spies and counterintelligence continues.